Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. If you follow us on my other social media accounts like Instagram,
you might remember me promising a video to be out a couple weeks ago.
The video was originally supposed to be about where I've been, what I've been up to, and what I'm planning on doing with my channel. However, I haven't posted the video because upon completing it a few weeks back, Greyson started to develop some very concerning health issues, and I've just been really worried about him. So last night, I knew something was wrong, and this morning my mom rushed us to an animal hospital that I'd been referred to. So here's what happened. Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. I'm just gonna acknowledge the fact here that I was MIA in the YouTube community for the past 3 or so months. I was going through some tough times in my life, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm back now, so it's good.
And to cut my hair.
Part of the reason why I left YouTube is because Dexter is no longer with me. He's alive. He's alive. But he is living in another house right now. I'm not gonna totally get into that
Because I don't want to. Sorry.
but part of the reason why I started my channel in the first place was for Dexty and with Dexty, so I felt kind of weird coming back and I didn't know what to say to anybody, so I didn't come back for a bit. I was having a hard time losing Dexty, so my family decided to surprise me and get me this beautiful angel, and his name is Greyson.
I didn't name him, and I wouldn't have named him Greyson if I had. I probably would have named him Blue.
But Greyson it is, and it's grown on me, and Greyson it shall be. I really love him. He's such a sweetheart. Greyson's story is that the person I originally got him from was just supposed to be babysitting him for his original family, and I suppose somewhere along the line they decided that they didn't want him or they couldn't take care of him anymore. The lady who was watching him worked a lot, and she would be gone days on end. She told me she'd come home and he'd just be sitting there wailing and crying because he was so lonely. So obviously she just didn't feel right keeping him, and she knew she had to find him another home. And I needed somebody, and he needed somebody, so here we are. So this is Greyson. He clearly has extremely chubby, adorable cheeks. This was one of the first nights I had him home with me. It's a sloth my sister got me, and he was cuddling it and grooming it. One of his favorite things to do when he first got here was lay in our hair and hug our heads and aggressively groom us. So this is that. He absolutely loves my sister's hair. Is that a good brain? Cute. You're so silly. You're comfy. I love you. So he's definitely a cuddler. As for other animals, he gets clingy and needy, but he doesn't do anything bad. He's a cutie. He adjusted around Mijo so fast. I think Mijo thinks he's some kind of weird dog though. Like a weird stretchy dog. I've identified Greyson as a Blue Point Siamese, although there's no way to be 100% sure unless I get his blood tested at the vet. as he didn't come with papers saying he was 100% Siamese, and he also has white paws. I think he's Siamese though because I'm allergic to pretty much every cat breed except for a few, and Siamese is one of them. So that's my best guess. That's definitely something you have to look out for if you are allergic to most breeds of cats, but not hypoallergenic. I'll get into that topic on another video as it is controversial. However, that's always something to keep an eye out for if you're looking for a specific breed of cat. Make sure your breeder can provide you with a valid breed identification form. My family wanted me to pick out my own kitty, so I was originally looking for Siamese cats that needed a good home but also had papers so I wouldn't be allergic to them. And then my sister and I saw Greyson online the same night, and the next day he was mine. There was something about him. I couldn't let him go. I couldn't let anybody else have him. He needed to be mine. From the first day that I got Greyson, I can honestly say that my life changed. He is just so smart and he has so much love and so much life to give. He gave me a reason to wake up in the morning. He makes me laugh. He's an angel. We recently celebrated Greyson's first birthday, his very first one, and although we missed the kitty years, I don't regret anything at all. This is the most I've ever done for an animal's birthday, but I feel like it's gotta be a tradition. He deserved everything and he deserves more. So, he shall be spoiled.
Yay!
Let's wrap this up, and I'm gonna say thank you for stopping by and leave you with some exciting news. About 4 months ago, my axolotls conceived 300 eggs, and I decided to keep 30 of them. I found other people to look after the other 270.
Because that would have been way too much, like, no thank you.
There's a lot of work I put into these little guys. I'll make a video on it later. Let me know what you think about that. And I'm so excited to show you these cute little fellas. I love axolotl. I hope you love axolotl because you should. You shouldn't be scared of them. They're just cute little monsters that'll gum you if you get too close with your worm fingers. Anywho, see you later, alligators, and I hope you have a magical day. Please enjoy this video of my dog, Meaty Mail. I saw her today, and I thought I would share her cuteness with you. Speak. Good girl. Can you yell? Do you want to go for a walk?
See this backyard.
What did you get all over your face? It's in your tail, too. Thanks for watching.
Come here. Come on. Come on, let's go inside. Come on. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. I love you. I was originally hesitant to bring him in because he had just been neutered and was originally still in his cone to heal. He kept trying to lick through his cone, so I had to keep it on until he was fully healed. He didn't like me much for it, but it was to prevent infection. It's not the torture device pets want you to think it is. He made it very clear to me that he wasn't comfortable with his new big head for the first day. But After following him around for a bit, we found ways for him to get comfortable, and he became accustomed to his large head, his cone of shame. Apparently cuddling a vacuum is comfortable in a cone. Also, neck pillows. Neck pillows work great, and they are incredibly adorable. We did reach a couple other things that we struggled with along the way. The kid didn't get a good video of it, but he kept trying to step over his cone. Also, he had a hard time finding a comfy way to snuggle anybody. He refused to eat out of a bowl for the first day. Oh, yep. So we improvised. I don't think the metal spoon was the best thing for his teeth. I'd probably do something else next time if I ever have to get him a cone again or another cutie. But he eventually figured out how to get it to his mouth. And all over his cone. The next day I found him eating out of a bowl just fine. I had to put some on the floor to coax him into it, but no more making mommy hand feed you in your cone. I also couldn't take the cone off during feedings because he would just immediately try to lick himself.
What are you doing?
Because of the recent neuter, and I knew how he felt about the cone, it was difficult for me to determine exactly when he started eating less because of his cone, and whether his mood was low due to the neuter itself or an underlying issue. Fast forward to a couple days after he got his cone off, he seemed to be acting genuinely normal. He seemed happy, he was grooming himself, loving life, just a little bit less active and a little bit less interested in his soft food. Not long after this video was taken, his appetite decreased significantly. He was still eating though. He wouldn't play. He was very snuggly and a little sleepy. I was beginning to worry and do my due research. By the end of July, on the night of August 1st, he was severely dehydrated, and I was very worried about him. So I got my notebook together and I wrote down all of his symptoms and everything that I could remember up until that time, comforted him on the way there, and we went in and saw the vet. Notice as he shakes how his belly wiggles. It seems to be filled with fluid, almost as though a waterbed. The vet felt his stomach, and we both determined together that it was quite apparent that his stomach was indeed filled with fluid. I didn't get a great shot of this, I don't know why, but you can see his belly protrudes out in almost a roundish shape. Take everything that I say today with a grain of salt, as this is my individual cat, and his individual symptoms, and his individual situation. So every cat is different. It's important to do your own research. It's important to provide notes or some sort of documentation of when and what is happening with your animal, so the vet can lead you on a good path towards treatment or testing or whatever your individual cat or dog, I don't know, any of your animals may need. After consulting in my vet, we decided to do, I believe it's called a full panel blood test. He went over that with me, and I'll try to go over it in a later video, do my best. But I also got him injected with fluids to help him feel more comfortable, less dehydrated. He also was prescribed antibiotics because he had a fever, and I got his belly drained, which is why his stomach is shaved. I just can't believe how thin he got over the past few days. But everybody said that he was just the sweetest, most patient kitty, and I'm very proud of him. After much research and consultation with the veterinarian this morning, I believe that my fears may have come to light. My beautiful angel is sick, and we believe it may be the virus by the name of FIP. It gets complicated, so I'll get into it and how a cat can develop it in a later video. Unfortunately, not much research has been done with this virus. There's not even 100% way to confirm that the cat has this virus just by documentation of behavior and health. There is unfortunately no cure for FIP, and I knew this going in, and I knew this when I initially started suspecting it. So that made it easier to hear the news, having researched a little bit myself beforehand and already taken the blows. A little bit torturing myself. That's why I'm putting this out there, because if me recording and documenting our experience together can help even just one person or one kitty feel less scared or more comfortable, then it's all worth it to me. Ignorance is bliss, but it's also sucks when you just don't know stuff. So this is very heartbreaking to me, and a lot of people have gone through it. But all I can say to myself now is, whether or not they knew he was sick when whoever had him before got rid of him, I don't regret meeting this cat. He changed my life, and I don't doubt that for 1 second. I'm just gonna put this out there. I have been dealing with debilitating depression and anxiety, major panic attacks, and Greyson over there pulled me through that, and he helped me learn how to be strong. I did it for him, but he taught me how to do it for me too. I don't know. Working with animals is incredibly therapeutic to me, and I really do like documenting it as well. I have been using that as therapy in itself too. I know that I've given Greyson, to the best of my ability, the best life that I can for the short amount of time that I've known him. But I know that he was happy. He was a happy cat, and he got spoiled and loved so much, and that's just... I'm really happy I met him. I found him, and he found me. I'm just gonna be trying to give back that unconditional love and support. So I got too tired to finish the video last night. It is now Friday, August 3rd, and Greyson is doing okay. He's still able to get around on his own. He's able to go to the bathroom on his own, drink on his own. He has been drinking water, that's good. Food, not so much. I am not willing to give up on Greyson yet, and I don't think that he's willing to give up yet. I think that he still has some fight in him, and I want to give him a chance. Don't get me wrong, there is no cure for FIP. FIP is many things, but it's not something that I'm willing to give up on so quickly. Because traditional veterinary practice and treatment, temporary treatment, doesn't seem to help cats with FIP, it would not be uncommon for your vet to recommend that you put down your cat. The more I read, the more I became discouraged. But then I came upon a tiny morsel of hope. Alternative forms of treatment and success stories in improving the life and prolonging the life of cats with FIP. I was able to find a holistic veterinary clinic in Edmonton, and these are veterinarians who practiced in school, learned like every other veterinarian, however, are open to alternative forms of care, such as acupuncture, massage therapy, and many other things. There are so many success stories that come out of vets like this. It's just incredible. It's where people go when everybody else has given up on their pet. I have good hopes. I'm trying to remain positive and maintain a zen environment, stress-free, and not make Grayson think that I'm super worried, but I am. Unfortunately, the last vet visit that we had made him feel better for now, but there will need to be more vet visits, and it put a decent dent in my bank account. I am very determined to do absolutely everything that I can to help Grayson, as he's helped me so much in the short amount of time that I've known him. And so I have opened a GoFundMe account, and I will be making a fundraiser for Grayson. I'll leave the information in the description below, but any and all donations will mean the world to us, and they'll really help Grayson. And thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to Grayson's story. It means a lot to me. If you could share it, that would mean a lot too. Thank you very much.
All of the good energy from me unto you.
I'll be trying to get a consultation from the vet that I'm looking into. In the meantime, I'm just gonna snuggle my baby and appreciate every second with him. He still seems like he's fighting to me. He tries to eat, he tries to drink. Even if he seems nauseous, he'll walk away and come back and try again. So as long as Grayson is still willing to fight, I am willing to do everything in my power to help him feel better. Yeah.